Listen, we are in the thick of cookout season. Cookout season is like starting strong. We had, Memorial Day. We're about to run into 4th of July, and it's going to continue all the way up until Labor Day, and sometimes even after that, right? So I want to give you some fragrances that'll help you smell good if you're invited to the cookout. If you're not invited to the cookout, it's okay. We still want you to smell good, even if you got to kind of enjoy it from the outside. Stick around. All right, what's good, y'all? Listen, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Hopefully things are going exactly how you want them to, need them to, and even more so how you expect them to. If this happens to be the first time you're on this channel, the first time you're checking out my video, I definitely appreciate you stopping through, but make sure you do me the honor of hitting that like, subscribe, request notifications, and then meet me and the rest of the squad in the comments. And what's up to the Smell Good squad? Good to see y'all back for another video. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. All right. As always, discount codes links are in the description. Hit me up on Instagram and on TikTok. We try to do some things over there as well. And I think that's it. We're just going to run right into it now. Again, and kind of what sparked this topic was on one of my lives, and make sure you check out the lives. But on one of my lives, someone asked the question because they found out your boy's a smoker. Now, not Marlboro, not Camel or anything of that nature, but I'm pretty nifty on the grill, right? On the smoker, I can take a nice piece of brisket or ribs and do some magic with it, right? And someone asks, well, what do you wear when you're smoking? I don't wear anything just because the smoke interferes. But when the smoking is done, when it's time to sit down and enjoy, there's some fragrances that I throw on. So I wanted to give you 10 out of my collection that will work perfectly for the cookout while you're waiting for the grill master to get the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the chicken, the ribs, all that done, and you make sure that the potato salad is nice and all that. I want to give you some things that'll help you smell good. Now, not in any particular order. We're just going to run right into it, run right through it. First one up is one that is newer in the collection, but it's definitely one that I think it works solidly. It's doing a familiar DNA. This is, I'm kind of wiping it off because you can see it's kind of a fingerprint magnet, but this is from Hawas. This is Highness. Now, this is in the space of vibrato and Tiger, right? So you have that citrus up top. You have, in this case, you have some spice up top as well, which is not full on ginger, I don't think, but it is, kind of that spicy thing that brings it up to the fore. If you know Hawas does a great job of performing, projecting, doing other things. And so far, just in my few wear tests, this is one that solidly fits in that. Gonna have you smelling good. Now, I will say, because I'll have a full review coming on this, but I think that Hawas, y'all need to slow it down just a little bit. Slow, take it down a notch. But again, that's not our topic. We're talking about fragrances for the cookout, and this is definitely one that'll have you smelling good at the cookout. Again, this is Rasasi Hawas, and this is Highness. All right, next one up is one that, yeah, it's one of those that are, again, I think is probably one of those fragrances that just works really year round, but it's such a nice fragrance even for the spring and summer. It just fits perfectly, in my opinion, as far as just kind of the laid back feel, the laid back vibes that you might have when it comes to your cookout, right? You're out with family, you want something that's going to perform a little, you want something that's going to smell good. Let the cousins know you still got it, right? Let the nephews and and what have you know, aunt got it, right? So for this one, I'm going to give you, my next one is going to be from Ralph Lauren. This is Polo 67, and this is the EDP Extreme. Definitely a nice, solid, aromatic citrus fragrance. You got that pineapple in there. You got bergamot. You got lemon. You got some berries, I think, or not berries, but you got, I forgot what else you got in this, but it smells nice, right? You got some leather. I know some cedar in the base as well. But this is a nice, solid fragrance that, again, could work year round, but we talking cookout, you're going to wear this to a cookout and be smelling really nice. Again, Polo 67, and this is the EDP Extreme. All right. Next one up is one that has been one of my favorites from this house, and it has really been one of my favorites, especially when we're talking about the summer, when we're talking about something that's going to make you feel or have you smelling like you kind of are on a tropical island somewhere, without being overly fruity or anything of that nature, but have just enough fruit where it works well. And it's not your typical pineapple or what else, or coconut that we normally think about when we think about tropical. This one is from the House of Day 3, and this is Escandalo. Now, just to give you the picture to paint with this, This is fresh tropical linen, as it were, right? Not overpowering, not, crazy or anything of that nature. The guava hits nicely, but then the jasmine, I think it is, that just kind of helps to soften it. That gives it that kind of, like I said, that tropical linen feel. This is almost like you're in a hut or in a beach cabana or whatever, where not necessarily on the beach, but you're kind of like maybe a little away from the beach, but you've got the just the laundry hanging out on the line. You're kind of off the grid, as it were, and there's just this there's just this ambiance, this feel, this vibe that's around. That's Escandalo for me, right? Again, perfect for the summer, and definitely going to be something that'll have you smelling really good at the cookout. Again, Escandalo from our folks over at Day 3. Now, to take it on the other side, again, I mentioned, as far as the guava in that. Now, I did mention coconut, but this has a nice watermelon. If your cookouts like my cookouts, you might have some watermelon, you might have some strawberries, you might have all kinds of fruit. This one is going to be perfect for those type of events, because when I tell you the watermelon in this, whew, yeah. All right, so this one is from French Avenue, and this is Atlantis Extrait. It is in the space of Wave Child by Room 1015. But listen, this is Cookout approved. This is, in fact, this might be the Cookout mascot, as it were. This is somebody in the family got to be wearing this at the cookout, because this is definitely in that space, definitely on par with that, definitely something that you want to have on hand, and smells really good, performance is really good on it. But again, another one for the cookout that is SmellGoodz Cookout approved. We're talking Atlantis Extrait from French Avenue. All right, now one that I think we sometimes lose sight of. I think we lose a little sight of it just because of the house it is from, right? It is, yes, a designer house. It is a house that we know, does things pretty solidly. Longevity is not always the best, right? But the fragrances are pretty solid. And when this came out, it was like, yeah, it's definitely for the summer. And it's one of those that I just want to bring back into the conversation because I think it deserves it. And I think it fits our narrative as far as the cookout, fits it perfectly. Of course, I am talking about from Coach Green. When I tell you the kiwi note that's in this that hits up front, hits up top, this is a nice solid fragrance. Again, this is one, again, Coach does some good fragrances like Coach Platinum, solid. The new Coach Platinum, I don't know, I have to tap into that because that one, when I put nose on the sample, that was pretty solid too. But when I talk about this one, you've got kiwi, you've got bergamot, but then there's some greenness and some woodiness in this as well. Perfect for the summer. And yes, again, you'll be smelling nice. And again, you can probably pick this up pretty reasonably, but this is another one, Coach Green. And I'm not going to mention it, but y'all know how I feel about the atomizer and the cap, or the lack of a cap and all that fun stuff. But Coach Green. All right. Next one up is one that when we're talking cookout, we're talking summer, we're talking about the vibes, the feel of this. One that caught me kind of off guard, it caught me by surprise, that I recently got into the collection, and I'll have a full review coming of this as well. But this is from the House of Marley. Yes, Marley, as in the Bob Marley family. This is actually, from what I understand, a collaboration with Michael Malone. So Michael Malone and the Marley family got together, created some fragrances. This is based, or at least shares the name of one of the songs from Bob Marley. I am talking about Lively Up Yourself. Lively Up Yourself. Now, when I tell you this one, so I'll just kind of say this one is one that if you are a person, if you're a guy who is afraid of flowery or floral fragrances, or doesn't know the difference, if in all honesty, between floral and flowery, this may not be for you. But for those of us that are like, listen, we can rock some floral fragrances that still have a nice edge to them, this is going to be one that you want to check out. This one has like bergamot, ginger. It has, I forgot, there's something called Thessalonians. I don't know. I'll have to put it up there for you if you want to know that. But it has that kind of aquatic feel to it as well, along with the lily of the valley and some rose water before it kind of delves into more of a woody fragrance and a musky fragrance. When I tell you, this is a fragrance that I'm like, we're going to spend a little more time with this summer. I've only worn it a couple of times so far, and each time I was like, this is solid. Now, this is one that, again, it feels tropical without being fruity tropical, right? And yeah, we'll leave it at that for right now. But again, Marley, Lively Up Yourself is definitely going to be one that is going to be cookout ready for you for sure. All right, next on the list is one you've heard me talk about this. This is one that is going to have you smelling really good. Oh, drop something, but it's okay. Have you smelling really good at the cookout, and you don't need a lot of sprays. Even though you'll be outdoors, you definitely still don't need a lot of sprays because you're gonna be around people, right? And you don't want to choke them out as you're around them, because this is a potent, powerful fragrance that just pushes off the skin. It does all the things that you want a fragrance to do. And yes, smells amazing. I am talking about from the House of Mancera, Aoud Lemon Mint. Yeah, this is certified. Another one of those certified summer cookout fragrances. The lemon, the mintiness, the kind of like edge, the bite with this, solid fragrance. One of my favorites from the House of Mancera. And they've got a lot of good stuff, right? But when it comes to summertime, this is one I cannot wait to grab. I cannot wait to spray on just because it works well. And again, summer, cookout, barbecue, ribs, chicken, Aoud Lemon Mint. Yes, absolutely. All right. Next up is one that last year I was going crazy about it. You were probably going crazy about it, or its cousin, right? It's doing its take on a very popular DNA that, you know, it's almost summertime, summertime like goat, as it were, right? But this one takes it, that DNA kind of just shifts it a little, so it's not a one-to-one, but definitely gets into space. And when I was like, let's kind of talk about this one again. This is from Al Haramain. This is Amber Oud, and this is Aqua Dubai. Now, you already know this is doing its space, its take, its impression, its inspiration is taking it from imagination from Las Vegas, and gets in there. Again, not a one-to-one. It's definitely a solid fragrance. And this is going to have you smelling good. And this is one of those that's going to have you smelling good on a budget when it comes to the cookout. Definitely you might smell like, you know, all your other cousins who are on the imagination train, but again, you're gonna smell good anyway, right? Again, from Al Haramain Amber Oud, this is Aqua Dubai, another cookout approved fragrance from your boy SmellGoodz. All right, I think we've got two more. Next one up is one that the DNA that is, this is again, an original creation, as it were, but it is the DNA that is very familiar. This kind of takes a familiar DNA, goes in a different direction with it, slightly different. But this is from the House of Serjoff, and in particular, the Cosmorati line. This one is Mefisto. Now, this is, if you like Silver Mountain water, this is going to be in that space. Again, its own thing, but it's definitely going to be its own space. It's a little more powdery for me. The citrus is nice as well. Little aromatic, fresh, kind of spicy type thing. Works nicely and will have you smelling good for the summer. Again, another cookout approved fragrance from me, Mefisto, from the Cosmorati line of Serjoff. All right, now the last one. This is one that, again, is another that recently came into the collection, but already it's like, yeah, I can see this being somewhat of a problem for the summer. It's doing its take on, this one is another inspiration. This is doing its take on Tales of Zanzibar from Memoirs of a Perfumer, if I remember correctly, as far as the brand name. But this is from French Avenue, and this is Safari Breeze. Now, when I tell you this, as far as what we've got going on with this, you've got grapefruit, you've got blackcurrant, you've got coconut, you've got spearmint in this. This is a nice fragrance that, again, just feels right for the spring, for the summer. You might even get away with this early fall, as it were. But again, you're going to smell a little unique at the cookout with this one. This is one of those that probably not everybody's on. They may have, of course, something with blackcurrant. They may have something with grapefruit. But the whole combination of all of those things and how this is blended together, solid fragrance. And again, cookout approved, will have you smelling good. And this one, I think, will have you smelling unique at the cookout, as it were. All right, that's it. Do us a favor in the comments, of course. Make sure that you add in your fragrances that you know for you are cookout approved. Because again, one of the things about building this community and the SmellGoodz squad is that we share information. We don't gatekeep, although there are some fragrances that we probably want to gatekeep from each other, but that's not the whole thought of this, right? We want to make sure we're sharing that information. And then of course, I've got a video that's here and here. Both of them should be helpful for you in your fragrance journey. And again, I'll see you next video. You stay blessed. Peace.